We are live. Hello, everyone. A little early because I want to start right on time. So get your hydration, and hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully, and get your mat. Get comfy. While I need my phones, I can see the time because we start right at the top of the hour. Um, so get ready. We are here. If you need something to pat your knees, we are going to be on our knees. So something doesn't, it can be anything soft, because if you're like me, you have knobby knees and it hurts to be on them, even when I was young. So yeah, we start at top of the hour, 12 p.m. PT. Get ready. Sorry about the less light. It's really warm where I am, but I can at least give it a little bit more. And hope you can see. But yeah, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Dos minutos. Dos minutos. We'll get started shortly here. Um, we come here once a month at the end of the month. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. It's 2 minutes till. Now it's a minute till. So get ready. Get comfy. Again, if you want something to pat your knees, we will be on our knees quite a bit. So I want you to feel safe. And yeah, so we are in our summer glow. It's not quite summer yet. So anyone who's familiar, summer solstice is in June. We're not quite there yet. Or if you're in the global south, you're heading into winter right now. So you're in the fall. All good energy, all good's good. Okay, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. Because I am a stickler for time. So we are very close to starting. But again, I like to make sure that I'm on time. It matters. All right, getting close, getting close. We're going live, and here we are. Hello, everyone. And we are here now, and you made it. So, Cathy Pettis, your wellness coach and your fellow female activist. Today's flow, we are having a flow, a yoga flow, and it is summer glow. So you're maybe gonna up the, the sweaty DNA, okay, and that's fine. You need something for your knees if you're like me and have knobby knees, and you definitely want met. And yeah, some hydration. So we always start these flows or clinics with what I like to call, or what I want to teach you, is positive quotient repetitions. Positive quotient repetitions, or PQ reps. So we will be starting on the floor, so this is where we're going to be. But what I want you to do is have a nice tall spine, okay? Regardless if you're sitting, laying down, roll your shoulders back, and if you feel safe, close your eyes. Take 2 fingertips and go ahead and start to rub them together with such intention that you can feel the fingertip ridges. Feel all those sensations. Now take your palms together, and with that same intention, go ahead and rub your fingertips together, all of them, thus rubbing your hands together. What sensations do you feel now? Can you actually feel your fingerprints? Feel free to take one set of fingertips down the palm and feel those sensations. Maybe you're a little ticklish, like I am. What are you feeling? Go ahead and let your hands rest. And if you're able, now listen to the furthest away sound you can hear. And now, listen to the closest sound you can hear. And now, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and blink them open. And that, my friends, is PQ reps. Now, I know that we can meditate, right, before or when we start a flow, but in this case, I want you to learn about positive coercion repetitions, and that's why I perform them. All right, so now we're getting into our flow, and we are going to be in tabletop, and we're going to be on our wrist quite a bit. So, forewarning. What I do want to go over quickly, and this is because we're going to be on our hands so much, is the dual actions of your hands, your arms, and your shoulders in this area. So your hands, if you're not really familiar, in yoga, in traditional yoga, your middle finger, okay, is how you put your hands straight, okay? To be more forgiving on shoulders, though, we can have our index fingers straight. And for those of us with really tight shoulders like myself, the webbing, okay? So when you're on your hands, they're usually shoulder width, okay? Your fingers are spread, and then the dual actions, okay, that I want you to pay attention to, of your hands are your fingertips are gripping the mat, and then all your knuckles are down, okay? This will give you a nice strong base. Now, the arms, the dual action of your arms, your forearms are energetically trying to come together, and the top of your arms are trying to turn out. Now you have a really strong base, and your hands are your basically your brakes. And I just want you to remember those cues. And then the third do action is your collarbones are nice and broad. Yes, broad collarbones. Try to feel your collarbones spread out, and then your shoulder blades are nice and wide. And this is going to help us when we go to down dog. Meanwhile, here we go. So we're in tabletop. Your hips should be directly over your knees. Think about those wonderful hand dual actions, and we're going to go into cat-cow. So we're going to start in cow. You're going to send your tummy down, and your bum goes up, okay? And you look forward. You're not looking up, okay? You're just looking forward. But your hands are energetically trying to come to your knees. So you should feel your chest coming out. Now go ahead, exhale, and really protract, okay? Protract. Put that chin to the chest, and your tailbone should be coming in, okay? Go ahead. Inhale again into cow. Again, your hands energetically trying to make it to your knees. They're not moving, but they're energetically trying to go there. Really feel that chest come out. And then exhale back into cat. Which feels really good for those of us who haven't been on the computer. And one more time, go ahead and inhale deeply, and then exhale up. Excellent. And come back to neutral spine. Now we're going to go into bird dog. And bird dog, what I want you to think about, yes, you're going to be balancing. And what I also want you to think about is that you want to have your fingers on the opposite side from your foot, okay? So we're going to go with our left hand out, and it can be at a little bit out. It doesn't have to be straightforward. That might be a little too pinchy on your shoulders. So just come out, try diagonal, that's fine. But we're going to be going to bird dog. And what I want you to think about, okay, is that you can point your toes, because I want you to, again, think about how far can your fingers get away from your toes, all right? So here we go. Inhale, and then exhale. Lift those limbs, opposites. Come back. I'm going to do this 10 times on 5 on each side. 2. Remember, you can come up there. 3. Really point. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. and come back. So yeah, you should feel a little imbalance, and that's the point. You're trying to gain balance, right? You want to feel like you're go ahead and lift off. I told you your wrists are probably going to get tired. And if your wrists are tired, you can actually come on your knuckles. Okay, if you feel safe, you can do so. Or if you want, you can come, okay, on your forearm. It's totally okay. Now we're going to go into leg lift. So this, I'm going to get really technical because what I want you to start understanding is that your core is this to include your bum, which means when you're lifting your leg, it's not coming from the end, it's actually coming from your bum. So think about it. Lift, keep your toes on the ground, but then think quite literally of your bum getting nice and taut, and then it's the bum that's bringing up the foot. Quite literally, I'm not using anything other than my bum to do that. So I want you to concentrate, connect the mind to the muscle. Your bum is actually, the glute is what's lifting, but the leg will follow. Okay, so here we go. We're going to have 5 normal, and then we're going to pulse. So here we go. And you can go ahead and keep your foot flexed because I really want you to think about having the bum get really engaged. So here we go. 1, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold it up. And now we're going to pulse. And a pulse is not jerking. It's your bum just going really fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. Again, you can put your fist, okay, down if your wrists are getting tired. Go ahead and keep that left foot nice and flexed. And we're going to go 5. 1. Think about the bum. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now pulse for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It is a subtle movement. Pulsing is not jumping, okay, or bouncing. It's literally making the muscle work just so intently because you're not moving it a lot. You're telling it to go an inch one way and the inch the other way. And now we're going to go into wide-legged child's pose. So this is where our knees were in tabletop. Take your knees wide if this is new to you, okay? And then your big toes touch, and then your bum, okay, is coming back onto the heels, okay? I want us to get a nice stretch in our groin. So this is going to be active, all right? I know that your wrists you can, in this position, you can easily move out, okay, with the wrists, bring them. But meanwhile, I want you to really get down so that you can feel your groin. And yes, child's pose is a rest pose. So this is our chance to, if you need some hydration, do it. Okay. If you need to get those wrists more open, go for it. Now we're going to go into down dog since we're just about there. So you're going to put your hands down and come up with the bum and bring your knees together. Put your hands back down as if you're going into tabletop, and now bring your bum back, okay? And we're going into our first down dog. I want you to remember those dual actions, your hands, your arms, and then now this is where this comes in. You want to think about your collarbones nice and broad, and your shoulder blades nice and wide. So send the bum back. And it's not the purpose of down dog to get your feet to your heels down. Stay with your knees bent because most important is your back is straight. That's why I want you to think about those dual actions of your hands. Okay, they're keeping you safe. Your arms are nice and taut, and now your shoulders are safe because the arms are nice and hard, stiff, as well as the back upper back, and your collarbones are now protecting every part of your shoulders, okay? Again, the point of this inversion, yes, it's an inversion, it is a resting pose, believe it or not, but it's intense, okay? So you can keep your knees bent, but now what I want you to do is lift your heels, and then I'm going to walk the dog. So one heel goes down, while the other one stays up. Bring them both up, bring the other heel down. Feel your calf, okay? It should feel groovy. Groovy. And you know that you're in the right position in this pose, because if you notice, my voice hasn't changed, okay? My neck is not straining. Okay, lift up both heels. Now, go ahead, and if you want, if it's favorable, go ahead and put your heels down. Let's take 2 breaths. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale one more time, and then exhale. Look forward, and now you're going to go ahead and bring your right foot forward. If it doesn't get between your hands, put it there. It is a-okay. Before you think about going anywhere else, make sure that you're not in a tightrope slip behind you, and your left foot should be hip width from that right foot. Both your feet are facing the same way, okay? We're going into crescent now. High lunge. So to make sure that you're nice and braced, your core needs to be tight. So another dual action is your navel is going to be nice and towards your spine, and your ribs in the front are tucked. Inhale, and then exhale up with a push, and now you're in crescent. You can have your hands on your front leg. You can have them here, around your hips. I'll get to the final version of the pose in a second here. I want you to know what a proper alignment is. That right knee should be tracking over the second toe. The back foot, okay, you should be feeling this nice hip opener right here. But the left heel should be directly over the ankle. This is crescent pose. So you can stay here with your hands wherever you like. This is the full expression of the pose with the arms up, okay? Think about, there's another dual action of your feet, okay, energetically trying to come together, but your inner thighs are also trying to come together. That's going to give you this nice strong base. And then the actual dual actions of your feet is that all 4 corners of your feet or your foot are nice and solid in the ground. Lift those toes, spread them, and then you keep them spread. And now you've just grown. Okay, you should have felt this nice energy. I know I'm keeping you here. Wherever your hands are, look up, bring them down, and we're going to come back down to down dog. Hands down, back into down dog. Yes, I held you there wrong. I told you that you will have DNA falling down, and that's okay. Go ahead, walk the dog if you need to, but I am sure already you're feeling nice and warm. Okay. Now the other side. Look forward. Pick up that left foot and then bring it to between your hands. If it doesn't get there, put it there. But then look behind you. Make sure you're not on a tight rope. Now we're going on to the left side for crescent. Again, to get up, you want to tighten your core. So inhale, and then exhale, come up, and here you are. Look at you. Roll the shoulders back. Again, this is work, okay? There are other dual actions. So the dual actions of your hips coming to the midline, and your inner thighs energetically come together. You should have felt all of a sudden Mula Bandha. That's how you're able to stay in this position, okay? Once again, the left knee now is tracking over that second toe. That back foot is really working because the heel is directly over the ball of your foot, and we're stretching this out. I mean, it's all body pose. So your hands could be here, it could be out, It can be on your hips, but everything's facing the same way. If you so choose, okay, you can put your arms up and you can have your arms out. If this is not comfortable, this is okay too. This is all crescent. Here we go. Hands up if they're there. Bring them back down and back into down dog. Oh yeah. Go ahead and take a few cleansing breaths. So inhale and let it out the side. Really audible. Second time. And with the sigh. The hardest part is over, people. Almost. We have some more to go. All right, so you're gonna look forward and you're gonna take a step forward so that now your feet are together. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and I want you to put your bum down because we're going into chair. Okay, so feet are hip width and chair, okay, is your knees are bent. Think about the navel into your spine, your front ribs are tucked, and think about the midline, okay, so you want your hips coming into the midline, inner thighs are energetically coming together. You can keep your hands here in chair. The bum is going back as if it's in a chair. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put on our high heels. They're not good for your feet, so don't worry. But we're on our tippy toes. Yeah, you're going to sway. And this is how we're going to get back down to the ground. So we're going to keep the heels up. We're going to inhale and go down. Yes, this is work. Inhale. And keep the heels up. Inhale. One more time. And then heels down. And now you're on the floor. You made it. Oh, we're not close to being done though. Go ahead and get some hydration because I know I need it. Okay. We want to give our little legs a little shake. Okay. We really I wanted that to be our peak pose crescent because people don't realize that it is a workout, right? So now we're going to give our legs a little massage, so to speak, and we're going to keep working on the hip flexors. So we're going to fire log now that our legs are warm. So our right leg is going to be facing parallel to the top of the mat, and if it's accessible to you. And then the left leg is going to go on top, okay? Now, if this is a little off-putting, what we can do is hold, okay, don't like twist it, but hold on to your bottom of the foot on the left and just sway first, okay? Let's give our bodies the opportunity to not feel scared. And then when you're feeling a little bit more energetic, you can go ahead and push the foot out to the diagonal. And now we're actually going to put it on, so the left foot is going to go now on the right, keeping your feet flexed the whole time. Now we're in fire log. And again, your feet are always flexed. Okay, we get to protect our joints. So fire log, very awesome. And you should feel it in the groin, but as well right here in your hip flexors. This can be confronting, okay, but we're here. So if this is where you stay here. But I want you to breathe through this. This is where what we call ujjayi breathing comes in. So through your nose and inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. Yeah, you sound like Darth Vader or the ocean. So if this is where you stay, this is where you stay. If you want to join and go a little further, then put your hands in the front. And you're still going to breathe, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to our edge. And again, if this is your edge, this is your edge. You're going to breathe. And then when you exhale, go a little, see where you're at, sway a little. All the while, your feet are flexed. And if you have another in you, go ahead and inhale, keeping that back straight, and then exhale a little further. Wherever your edge is, that's where you stay, and then that's where you get quiet. using that energized breathing. And inhale, and then coming back with our hands, and now we get to gently come out of it. We don't want to touch our joints, okay? So you should be able to come out of it. And we're gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And yes, now we get to do that on the other side. So again, even though we're in a state of Zen, right? Our bodies are still feeling stress. So we don't want to create more stress. So we're going to now put our left leg, okay, parallel to the mat, and then we're going to coax our right foot. So you can go ahead and cradle it, make it feel happy, make it feel loved, okay, flexing all the time. And then when you're feeling energetic, go ahead and put it out. And again, this is just so that it feels safe to come into this pose. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come into fire log. Now, if you notice, there's a lot of space right here, and that's because this is my short end, so that is, but you can put something there so that it's not just hanging out in space. You don't necessarily have to, but again, I'm tighter on this side, so it's just, it is what it is. You are not symmetric, perfectly symmetric, especially me because I have scoliosis. So nonetheless, we are in fire log, okay? And this is where we're gonna be. So again, if this is where your edge is, go ahead and breathe through it. We're trying to give our lower body a nice opening, right? Like to feel free. I mean, we're constricted, right? But we're trying to help, right, our muscles. So this is where you're at, that is cool. If you choose to come forward with your hands, that's fine too. Go ahead and inhale, and then exhale. Sway, because that helps. Go ahead and inhale, and come down. And then again, wherever your edge is, that's where it's at. But I'll share with you that the gap between my right knee now and my foot is lower. Just goes to show you how quickly your body adapts. Go ahead and get some breathing. And go ahead and inhale up. And exhale as you bring your legs out. And wiggle again. You baby. That felt good. I don't know about you, but that felt really good. All right, so we're just about done. You've made it this far. We're almost done. So we're going to go on our back to our final pose, which is Shavasana, but we're going to get there very slowly. We want to go down one vertebra at a time. Why? Because your core is what keeps you safe. It is what's going to help you prevent falls. It is what's going to help you pick up items or people. And your core, again, is very important. So whenever we can offer a little oomph to it, let's go for it. So one vertebra at a time. Remember, every time we inhale, when we exhale is when we're going to be going down, okay? So here we go. Your hands can be on your knees, well, maybe not on your knees, but on the side, holding your calves, holding your back, whatever is going to work for you. Here we go. Whatever it is, though, your back is nice and like in a hollow back, right? Here we go. Inhale, and come one vertebrae down. And inhale, and one vertebrae down. And inhale, and one vertebrae down. Keep those feet on the floor. One more. And then here we go. On the back. And you made it. Make sure you can see me. Yes, you can. Okay. All right. So now we have done what we wanted. And go ahead and fit yourself into whatever pose suits you best for Shavasana. This is the point of yoga. We are clearing the air, all the energy, and we are now going to benefit. So you can be in corpse pose, you can be in the fetal position, whatever works for you. I'm going to stay with my knees knocked in and my feet out. That feels good. It's supporting my lower back. And your arms, they can be out, it can be in a T, it can be cactus, it can be one on the heart, one on the belly. It's up to you. This is your practice, but you made it this far. So I hope you make the time for this. So if you feel safe, feel free to close your eyes. And all I'm going to ask is that you listen to your breath. There is no regulating of the breath now. Let go of it so it has its natural rhythm. And ever so often, I'm going to remind you to return to your breath as we take this step. Good job. If your mind's wandering or thinking too much, gently bring it back to your breath. Wherever your thoughts are, bring them back to your breath. A few more moments. If you have the time, please continue with your Shavasana as long as possible, or until you feel complete. If you're with me and you get to continue on with the flow, please go ahead and move your fingers first. And then your toes and your feet. Waking up the body. If your knees were up or in any situation, go ahead if you feel the need and take a full body stretch on both ends. Again, if you decide to stay in Shavasana, please do. If you're already in the fetal position, you can stay there. For anyone else on the back, let's get into fetal position and get on their side. Again, if you can, keep your eyes closed. And again, if you choose to stay here, please do as we end. I'm going to go ahead and use a hand to bring my head up last as I come back up to seated. If you're seated, please go ahead and take an easy seat, nice tall spine, and we're gonna take a breath. So inhale, bring your arms up, overhead, wherever you're at, and then exhale, bring your hands to prayer. And if it resonates with you, bow your head towards the mat. Namaste. Blink your eyes open if they're not already. Wonderful. I'm so impressed with everyone. Everyone did awesome. And I appreciate you. And yeah, whatever comments you have, please leave them below. And we will either see you sooner, but in other playlists. But if I don't see you until next month, have a wonderful start of your summer, and we'll see you at the end of June. Take care. Take charge. Hi, Robert.